Well, this morning, Israel and Hamas are one step closer to ending their two-year-long war. Yesterday, the two parties and the U.S. announced phase one of a ceasefire deal that calls for release of all remaining Israeli hostages. On social media, President Trump referred to the agreement terms as the first steps towards a strong, durable, and everlasting peace. Later in a TV interview, the president said the hostages will probably be released on Monday. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has more.
Celebrations in Tel Aviv and Gaza after the U.S., Israel, and Hamas said they've struck a phase one deal for a ceasefire and hostage release. President Trump took a victory lap last night on Fox News.
This is peace in the Middle East, and it's an incredible thing.
This video shows the moment President Trump told family members that the hostages will likely be released early next week.
The hostages will come back. They're all coming back on Monday.
The White House says the phase one deal calls for Israel to withdraw its forces behind an agreed-upon line within 24 hours. Once that happens, Hamas will have 72 hours to release remaining hostages, including the bodies of the dead. Israel believes 20 of the remaining 48 hostages are still alive. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is convening his government today to approve the deal, calling it a national and moral victory for Israel. Meanwhile, Hamas says the deal will also lead to the exchange of Palestinian prisoners and the entry of more aid into Gaza.
Gaza, we believe, is going to be a much safer place, and it's going to be a place that reconstructs.
This announcement comes just more than 2 years since the bloody Hamas attack on Israel that killed about 1,200 people, with another 251 taken hostage. The Hamas-run health ministry says more than 67,000 Palestinians have been killed during Israel's offensive in Gaza. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Prime Minister Netanyahu said he and President Trump had a very emotional and warm phone conversation yesterday, during which he invited the president to give a speech to Israel's parliament. News of the deal has brought bipartisan praise from members of Congress. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson called the deal a historic achievement. The Senate-stopped Democrat Chuck Schumer said any step to end this nightmare is one that should be celebrated.